Hey folks, it's December 27th here at Tortuga Ranch, and me and my good buddy Eli are going to take a little walk in the yard and see if we can see any turtles under the ice, because it's a little bit of a warmer day today. I mean, I can get away with the sweatshirt today, so the ice is still in the ponds. Let's just look under the ice and see if we can see any turtles hibernating. That might be interesting.
Let's go, buddy. Atta boy, come with daddy. Atta boy, good job. We're going turtle hunting. We're going turtle hunting right here at Tortuga Ranch. Well, first pond we're going to get to is the box turtle and Blanding's turtle pond, and I do see a fair amount of ice on a Blanding's turtle pond. Let's see, tough guy, I gotta pick you up. Sorry folks. Oh, sorry, gotta pick up my doggy. Can't make it over the fence. Okay, now let's take a look under this ice, see if we see anything, because they move around under the ice, and I think I see, and I do. There's one. I don't know if you can see it. There's a turtle under the ice right there. It's not the best. Eli, don't walk on the ice. Eli, come here. Come on, don't walk on the ice, kiddo. Oh, the turtle saw him, and the turtle's moving. So the turtles do move under the ice. I knew that. It's not just like I'm having an epiphany. I knew that the turtles walked around under the ice. Oh, there's two of them. There's two of them. One's walking away. So if I was going to guess, I would say probably a pair, and the male was probably courting or clasping onto the female while she was under the ice. Why did they do that? I have no idea. When I'm cold, I am not in that kind of mood. Let's see if we can find any more. Let's see if we can find any more. I'm really trying hard, folks, not to like just zoom on grass and walk around on grass so you just see grass, because when I'm doing these videos and I'm looking through my phone, I can actually see, Eli, get off the ice. I can actually see a much wider screen than when I go back and watch it when it hits YouTube. When I go back and watch it, it seems to be a narrow screen. Let's see what's in this little area. Here's a pocket where it's open. I don't see. There's quite a few Blanding turtles in here, so I should be able to see some, more than two. Oh, here's one. Okay, so here's a big one right there. Eli. Here's a big one right here. That might be Lunchbox. Lunchbox would be my biggest Blanding turtle. And then we'll just see if anybody's... Oh, Eli, don't go in. We're just going to see if anybody's in the reserve up here, like the water reservoirs. And I don't know, but let's take a look. No, I don't see anybody. But the funny thing is, I know they like to be in there because they sit up here. They sit right up there a lot of times. Eli, you want? Okay. All right, buddy. Come on, let's see if I can get you. Come on. See if Daddy can get you. So this is the wood turtle pen. And this is a little piranha puppy. Now let's take a look at the wood turtle pen. We'll leave Eli over there. So there are no box turtles in here, just North American wood turtles. There's one. Wow, look at that. Right up, just under a very thin layer of ice, you'll see a wood turtle. Probably one of my females. Oh, there's another one. So pretty much everywhere you look, you're gonna find one. There's one right there in the center of your screen, folks. Center of the screen, it's hibernating. Looks a nice hibernating wood turtle. waterfall's looking pretty. And we'll just walk along the edge here and see if we can see any more. I see, said the blind man as he picked up his hammer and saw. That's a rock, okay. So in the water, I see two. Okay, there's one right there, about 4 feet away from me, and there's one right there. Okay? And then there's one right there. See the hind legs? See the back feet? So right off rip, we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wood turtles, and they're right here, underwater. Hard to see them underwater. I know there's a glare. There's a glare from the tree, from the other side. Let's take a walk around. That's 5. It's amazing to me that they are so cold. And they go so lethargic, kind of. They go so, not lethargic, but you know, in hibernation state. And they pop right back up in the spring. Actually, not even the spring, just on a warm day. Here's one. With this little face out, taking a little breath. So you see, you have a turtle sticking its head under the ice to take a breath. Sticking its little face right under the ice to take a breath of air. Which is neat to me, because how do they know when to turn on and off that system they have where they absorb oxygen through an organ in their cloaca in order to survive during hibernation. So when you look down into this water, right away I could see another wood turtle right there. Just to give you a perspective, this is how far away we are. And if I zoom in with the camera, the turtle becomes noticeable right in the middle of the screen. So let's walk a little bit. This is a very large pond. And I keep a live bottom, meaning I keep all that sediment and debris and leaf debris in the bottom of the pond. A lot of people don't. A lot of people who breed wood turtles say you don't need it. But here's why I think I do. Here's a wood turtle, and then right next to it is another wood turtle, and it's half submerged into the leaf litter. And I've seen plenty all summer long wood turtles climb out of my pond full of mud on their back, which tells me that they actually like to be under that silt layer, under that mud. Also, I think it's healthy. There's a gas exchange when you do that. When I walk through this pond, little bubbles creep up the sides of my legs. That is methane gas. That is a gas exchange. I like my ponds to do what they do in nature. That's why I build naturalistic environments for my turtles. Doesn't matter how many generations they're captive born, they resort right back to their wild instincts as a species. Let's see if anybody's hibernating in here. I'm sure there are. They love to hang out in here. This is just a 2-foot deep pond at the top. I call it the top pond, or the water reserve. This is where the pond water gets pumped into. Gets pumped into here, right here, at a very, pretty fast rate. That is really cold water, guys. And then it goes through the root system of the cattails. Through the root system of the cattails and down the waterfall into the pond. This pond, in case you're wondering, is about 75 feet long, maybe even 100 feet long. I have to take a tape measure and check it. That's with the top pond and the bottom pond combined. See if we can get a better little bird's eye view here. There you go. You see how big the pond is? Hey, Eli! See Eli's little head over there? So we've only seen a few. All right, buddy, Daddy's gonna get you. We've only seen a few wood turtles and a few Blandings turtles, but there are a lot of adult turtles, and they're just hibernating, probably hibernating in the middle of the pond. All right, let's take our little walk here. See what's going on at the Diamondback Terrapin Pond. Same thing I always do, folks. I have a pump. I have a water pump that's located pretty much as far away as from this reserve here as you can, and then it pumps the water from that side of the pond into the plant pond, which is the water reserve, and then it goes through the roots of the cattails and then right back down into the pond. That's crystal clear water. I'm gonna take a little walk in here. You stay there, Eli. I'm gonna take a little walk in here and see if I see any turtles under the ice. I do. Amazing, I do. I see Diamondback terrapins under the ice. Wow. Very nice. And they probably will walk away because that's what they do, but look at this. Diamondback terrapins hibernating naturally out in the pond, and that's just how they are. They just sit there. Sit there under the water. I see something moving there, but I don't know what it is. There's a little movement. But there's two turtles right here. One dark, one light. Oh, one's walking away. Yep, one's walking away. So you can see that they actually still move. Well, it didn't. It started walking away and it stopped. Let's take a look and see who else we can find here. I see another one. Okay. Here's another Diamondback terrapin right there in the middle of your screen, under the ice. Now the ice is a little thicker here, so it's a little harder to see through. But it's there. Keep walking down, see if we see anything else. I mean, it's educational, right? It's interesting, it's educational. Here's more Diamondback terrapins. Here's another Diamondback terrapin right there under the ice. And if I touch the ice, it'll probably move. Yep, it moved its head a little. It moved its head a tiny bit. Oh, there's another Diamondback terrapin. And this one is kind of just sitting right there. Now again, they look, you know, they almost look dead until you touch them and then they move. But they do move. They do move. They are alive. They are in a state of hibernation. I see everybody's interested in Eli, the two donkeys and the goats. So let's check out Box Turtle Pen B. This is where, hey Eli, this is where we keep our other breeding group of box turtles. I don't see any. The vernal pool, this is also where we keep our spotted turtles. The vernal pool is where we house our spotted turtles, and it's doing exactly what it would do, freezing over on the top layer. Now, I didn't for years keep any kind of movement in here, moving water or anything, but I do have a little pond, like pump going into that little spillway thing. Somebody gave it to me. I'm using it. I really appreciate it to the person who gave it to me if you're watching the video. But that's why I'm using it. I probably wouldn't have went out and bought one. But I do notice that it keeps that whole area from freezing solid, even when it's really cold. This whole side will freeze. This whole side will freeze solid, and that side stays, you know, not freezing, which is good. It's good for them. And then here's another pond. That looks like everybody's hibernating in this pond as well. Now this would be the red-eared slider pond, the rescue pond for my South Jersey turtle / tortoise rescue. And this is a pretty big pond. We can keep land turtles in here, water turtles in here. Summertime we can keep tortoises in here. Ah, look at that. Oh my goodness, that is a very big bullfrog. Wow, look at that, guys. That is a monster bullfrog. That is the type of bullfrog you catch and you eat, but I don't eat bullfrogs. I don't eat bullfrogs at all, but I mean, that's a huge bullfrog. I could see that being the type. And that came from the wetlands. I do not put frogs in here. We get a lot of frogs every year, especially spring. We have a lot of mom and dad frogs. They come in here and they lay their eggs, and then we get a lot of tadpoles. And the turtles seem to really enjoy the frog eggs and chasing the tadpoles. So it's a win-win. Also, snakes come. A lot of snakes. I see, well, we can get king snakes here. Oh, here's turtles. There's turtles hibernating. I didn't even see them. I walked right past them. How about that? I walked right past them. There's two. Here's a big yellow belly female, and there's a red-eared slider. I can see the red on the ears of the red-eared slider. These are rescue turtles. And then here's a red-eared slider right here. So if you've dropped off a red-eared slider, this is a good possibility that this is one of your red-eared sliders right here hibernating. There's 4 of them. There's one right there too, right under the leaves. So folks, thank you for taking a little tour with me of Tortuga Ranch. And of course, I always do the turtles because they're kind of where my heart is and all, but I do breed snakes, select boa constrictors. I do have monitor lizards, and we do have tortoises that are inside right now. So I'll have to do some more of them videos at another time. But thank you, and be well, my friends.